welcome to the Member Showcase. I'm joined today by Royce Johnson. Royce certified with the DMI in June 2020. He has dual certifications with the DMI and the AMA through our partnership. So Royce completed and passed the DMI Pro, and therefore he's a holder of Certified Digital Marketing Professional designation. As a CPD member, he has the four little letters CDMP after his name, and because of the dual partnership, he is also a professional certified marketeer with the AMA, so he also has PCM after his name. Royce has held leadership roles with Toastmasters International, where he is a past president and a past vice president of their membership division. And with the AMA, he is also a volunteer for their New York chapter. Welcome, Royce. It's great to have you here today. So let's kick this interview off by asking you, first and foremost, what did you want to do whenever you left school?
So the first thing I wanted to do when I left school was I really wanted to become a part of a consumer electronics company and be a digital marketer for them. I wanted to be that middleman, tailoring the message between the people and the products and just seeing what I could do to serve everyone in that community.
So you kind of answered the when, but I suppose I'd love to understand what it was and why digital marketing appealed to you.
So it really hit me back in 2016. I was working at a local Best Buy store and just seeing the new advertising and promotions on products and services that really just showed me how much I really wanted to become a part with people and technology and just uniting them both and showing how I can, provide value to them, and just it really kind of excited me in getting in that digital space.
Brilliant. And I suppose, what is it about digital marketing and about being a digital marketer that you're most passionate about?
I really love delivering value and cultivating great relationships with people. And I feel like just being a digital marketer, I can really impact people and technology in a socially impactful way.
Brilliant. And from that, I suppose, are you able to call out for me any standout moments that you've had in your career that maybe call upon some of those passions?
Yes. Yes. So, Carolyn, I have five standout moments personally. I worked at Kroger when I at my first job, and when I was working there, I got the Kroger Shining Star Award for my customer service. And I felt that was really impactful to me because it really just showed me that I work great with people and just helping them, assisting them. And second, just being able to be a part of Microsoft's software asset management program in Atlanta as a vendor was really amazing. Just experience just working in sales and IT and excelling. I really never saw myself doing that, and just really now know that technology is kind of my field and passion.
Hmm.
Third, I would say becoming a Toastmasters president for a short period of time. I thought that was really cool, and just how it really just helped grow my confidence as a person. And completing my level one of pathway speeches really just helped me more so streamline my speech process and communication. And number four, I would say completing the DMI Pro certification was a really great experience. It really just helped me, tailor my skills, knowledge, and confidence, just really putting me above to that next level. And previously, before, I was really just like disorganized. Like I knew I wanted to be in marketing, but I just had no real path to getting towards where I wanted to get. And the DMI Pro program just really just took me to that next level. I feel way more a more of advantage to other people in digital marketing, and I just really just could not have had that same content and like confidence that I have naturally now from it. Finally, having the AMA New York showcase me on their volunteer spotlight was really a great experience for me because I never seen myself become a blog writer, and just having them highlight that fact after personally struggling with English in college. I failed three times. It really just showed me that it really just have grown, and I never saw myself that I would be in this position, blog writing professionally.
Well, congratulations on all those commendations, but there are definitely a few that stand out to me there based on a lot of the stuff that we found from white paper that we did on the digital skills gap. So we had surveyed hundreds of CMOs globally, and some of the things that they actually mentioned that there was a talent gap for was the likes of customer experience and communications, which is obviously two of the achievements and standout moments that you've mentioned there on your career. So it's great to see DMI members closing that gap and actually making sure that the talent is out there, the pool of talent is out there to address the needs within the digital marketing landscape now. It's about the skills and the knowledge, but it's also about the application and actually the awareness of keeping the customer centric focus as well. So that's brilliant. Thanks, Royce. Well done on all those achievements. So I suppose we have looked at your accomplishments and some standout moments that you've had in your career to date. But if we turn our eye to the challenges, and I'd love to hear from you as to what you think digital marketers will face as challenges that they must overcome looking forward.
So over the horizon, what I really see in the future coming as challenges are mainly number one, just that consumers, their attention spans are decreasing over time. So digital marketers are going to have to learn to do more with less resources and really just trying to focus on how they can tailor their messages to reach these consumers. And number two, basically, is just the skills gap that's going to be created between employers and the digital marketer employees that they staff is just going to be huge because technology and innovations and new systems of process are just rapidly growing, and digital marketers have to learn to stay on track with that growth. And one way that I can see that they can stay with that path is if they look to seek into the DMI Pro program, in which they can learn how to, basically learn that continuous professional development and just, fine tune their skills as a digital marketer and make sure they can be more effective in all their processes.
Yeah, and to be honest, we're seeing that as well, Royce. We did a survey there back in May to look at the impact of the pandemic, and one of the things that was very clear from the information was actually that lack of resource and the spread as well. People having to pick up and take on new roles because staff were on furlough or had been lost during that time, and that a real move to have to go back to basics as well and actually relook at their strategies, like what was their content marketing strategy, what was their search marketing strategy, and go back to basics as well. So what you're saying is actually very much real on what's happening out there in the industry as well, and are very real challenges that digital marketers are having to find ways of overcoming at the minute. But we won't stay on the challenges for too long. Let's actually move on to some valuable advice that I'm hoping you'll be able to give us. So Royce, to date in your career, has anybody bestowed any valuable advice that has been instrumental for you in your career?
My previous manager, Javier, he had given me great advice. He was from Spain, and he used to tell us all the time, me and my team, that if you just keep pushing, keep moving forward, and you can accomplish anything. So really, I just kept telling myself, keep pushing, keep pushing. So it's really just become like a motto and creed to my lifestyle now. And it's really just emphasis on what we're going through right now. If you just keep pushing, you'll get through it, no matter what, and just got to keep pushing.
Yeah, determination drives success.
Exactly.
And I suppose we did touch on some of the standout moments that you've had in your career to date. But if I could ask you to maybe give me one accomplishment that you've achieved to date that you're most proud of.
So the accomplishment that I achieved to date that I'm most proud of is really getting this DMI Pro certification with Digital Marketing Institute and the AMA. just because it was really just took a lot of concentration and development and learning and just trying to just stay focused and just from where I started out as a digital marketer, I never saw myself getting to this level because of this program, just because it was so streamlined and tailored to every need of a digital marketer starting out. I feel so much more confident in any interview that I go into. I just really just feel that I'm really prepared for it to do whatever I can to be beneficial.
Royce, we've covered off what accomplishment you're most proud of. So what I want to find out from you next is what's next for Royce? What are your career aspirations?
So what's next for me is just basically becoming a content strategist, being with the technology company, and to own my own digital media company in the future, and to one day start a technology company focusing on mental health services and products that I can, give to the public.
Brilliant. And I suppose DMI is all about getting our members ahead of the game. And as a recent certified student of the DMI Pro and with that dual partnership with the AMA, I suppose what I'd be interested in hearing is how you feel those certifications are going to help you achieve those aspirations.
So I believe that the certifications are really just going to help me basically streamline the elements of an effective digital marketing strategy and just learning how basically the Digital Marketing Institute has given me the tools and stacks that I need to know to make me a faster and more productive digital marketer and more effective in my field.
Royce, you have a strong background in presentation and communication skills. So if I ask you now, do you have one top tip that you can share with the DMI community on how to nail that presentation next time they're doing it?
Yes, Carolyn. So one top tip that I would give the DMI community on how to present in the best way possible, I would just say it's just repetition. Just the more reps that you get in speaking and just being that ethical, confident, and accountable leader, basically it'll just make you better at speaking. I feel like as long as you just do the work, you'll get that, you'll get the end result.
Perfect. So it goes back to that adage, practice, practice, practice. And
Exactly.
Roy, should we do it in front of an audience? Should we harangue our family and friends and colleagues to participate in it and offer us feedback?
I believe so. I think that would be the best way possible. Just get that straight feedback to let you know they'll be your best critic.
Brilliant. And we're going to wrap up the interview now. But before we go, Royce, what I would love to hear from you is if you have an interesting fact about yourself that we wouldn't be aware of.
So I had two quick interesting facts. One, I'm an only child. I've never had any brothers or sisters. And then number two, I've never left the United States, and that's a huge deal to me. I really want to just travel and explore every continent and just see what the world has to offer.
Well, I advocate the travel side. And of course, if you ever choose to visit the Isle of Ireland, we'll be sure to give you plenty of top tips on where to go and where you have to see. So I thank you very much, Royce, for joining us today. It was a pleasure to have you on our member showcase, and thank you very much.
And thank you, Carolyn. Thank you guys for the opportunity for having me here. I appreciate it.